Hello student, in this video we are going to learn the other types of mechanical comparator. So first one is a reed type mechanical comparator. You can see over here, if you see the construction, it consists of two blocks. Here two blocks are shown, you can see A block and B block. A block is fixed and B block is movable. On B block a plunger is mounted. You can see at the downward side plunger is mounted. You can see this movement in the animation. This B block is movable, which is moving up and down when plunger is moving on the surface, and when there is uneven surface plunger will move up and down. Due to that, this block will also move up and down. This block A and block B both are connected with the help of two reeds, two horizontal reeds. You can see the reed is having motion on the movable block only. On fixed block it is connected, so it is not going to move on the fixed block. Then there is a needle which is moving on the calibrated scale. That needle is connected to the movable block. So whenever plunger is moving on the surface, due to the unevenness of surface, plunger will move up and down. You can see over here some taper is given to the surface, and due to that uneven surface, plunger will move up and down. And when plunger is moving up and down, that time the movable block will also move up and down, and due to that motion of movable block, the needle will also move on the right side or left side as per the movement of your plunger. If plunger is moving downward side, the needle is going to move on the right hand side. If plunger move upward, then your needle will move on the left hand side. So you can see how much is the deviation on your measuring surface. So this is how the reed type mechanical comparator works. So this is how it looks like. Next is a sigma comparator. You can see this construction of sigma comparator. This is how it looks like. Or this figure also you can simple figure. So we'll see the construction. Plunger is, this is a plunger. Plunger is connected to the knife edge. The knife edge generally used to sense the very small motion of plunger. When plunger is moving up and down, this knife edge is also moving up and down. And this knife edge is placed on the two blocks. One you can see this is the movable block, and this is a fixed block. You can see the figure is 3D figure is shown here. One is a movable block and a fixed block, and that two blocks are connected with the help of that strips, two perpendicular strips. They are hinged together. Then this movable block, you can see this movable block is connected to one Y arm, and that Y arm is again connected to a driving drum which is fastened to the pointer. So whenever plunger is moving up and down, this knife edge will also move up and down. Due to that, this movable block will also move up and down, and due to the motion of movable block, the Y arm will deflect or it will oscillate, and due to the oscillation of Y arm, your pointer will deflect on the calibrated scale. So we will see again one video for this. Carefully listen.
Sigma comparator is a simple but ingenious mechanical comparator developed by Sigma Instrument Company, USA. A linear displacement of a plunger is translated into the movement of a pointer over a calibrated scale. The plunger is the sensing element that is in contact with the workpiece. It moves on the slit washer, which provides frictionless linear movement and also arrests the rotation of the plunger about its axis. A knife edge is screwed onto the plunger, which bears upon the face of moving member.
You can see over here, this is a moving member and this is a fixed member. So this blue color is the knife edge which is connected to the moving member, and fix is the this is a fixed member, which are both are connected with the help of hinge. You can see here hinge joint is there, and whenever plunger is moving up and down, due to the unevenness of surface, knife edge will also move up and down, and due to that, this green color block which is a movable member, it also move.
Member of cross strip hinge. This unit comprises of fixed and a moving block, connected by thin flexible strips at a right angle to each other. Whenever the plunger moves up or down, The knife edge drives the moving member of
You can see this motion of knife edge.
which divides into a Y form. The extreme ends of the Y arm are connected to a driving drum by means of phosphor bronze strip.
Now it is connected, Y arm is connected to the driving drum to which your needle is attached, so that there will be a easy sensation of the up and down motion of the plunger.
The movement of the Y arm rotates the driving drum and in turn the pointer spindle. This causes the movement of the pointer over a calibrated scale. The magnification of the instrument is obtained in two stages. In first stage, if the effective length of the Y arm is L and the distance from the hinge pivot to the knife edge is X, then the magnification is L by X.
We want to calculate the magnification, whatever movement plunger is moving, because it will be very minute, so we have to magnify it. So that magnification can be given with the help of this formula, capital L upon X. L is this length of this Y arm and X is the distance of fixed member from the knife edge.
The second stage of magnification is obtained with respect to pointer length R and driving drum radius small r. The magnification is given by R by small r.
So this is second magnification, pointer length upon the radius of driving drum, due to which needle motion happens.
Overall magnification is given by L by X into R by small r. Since we understood the construction,
Now we will see the working of sigma
now we will
comparator.
see how it is used to compare or its working.
Now initially we have to set the plunger to the standard distance, so that whatever standard length is there, that standard component is placed on below the plunger and 0 is set, and then it is tested on the required workpiece.
The instrument is initially calibrated to the standard and the 0 is set to this value. Then the test specimen is placed on the measuring table and made to slide below the plunger.
Now you can see over here, this is a test specimen. You can see one red color line is shown, that is the standard workpiece line, that is a horizontal one. And now below that you can see this gray color, it is a tested specimen which is to be tested. Now it is having some uneven surface, and due to that your plunger is moving up and down, and that can be calibrated, or that can that motion of plunger can be noted on this calibrated scale
Of the instrument. Any difference in the measured dimension of the specimen will result in either the lowering or rising of the plunger.
Now here you can see at the center 0 is there, and upward side 5, 10, 15, downward side minus 5, minus 10, minus 15. So you can set the two limits, upper limit and lower limit, how much deviation we can permit on the workpiece. If your deviation coming in that particular limit, then we can accept your job, and if it is going outside the limit, then again we have to rework the specimen.
The lowering or rising of the plunger will make the knife edge to move up or down, and this makes the movable block to deflect, which in turn deflects the Y arm, which turns the drum, and this results in the movement of the pointer, which shows the reading on the calibrated scale. This is how sigma comparator works.
So in this way the sigma comparator works. So there are different advantages of mechanical comparator. All mechanical comparator does not require any external source of energy such as electricity. Then these are all instruments are cheaper and portable. We can use it easily. Robust construction is there. Then linear scale is easy to read, how much deviation happens, we can read it easily, and with the help of it is unaffected by the variation due to the external source of energy such as air, electricity. Does not have any effect on the measurement. Some disadvantage is there. The range which we are measuring, that range is limited, because whenever pointer is moving it has some limitation, so that we cannot read more deviation. Then whenever we measuring or seeing the readings, so there may be a parallax error can occur in the measurement. there are number of moving parts are there. They may face problem of friction while moving, so there might be a accuracy problem in the measurement. So next is pneumatic comparator, that we will see in next video. Thank you.